Okay, so today is actually one of my favorite days, because it's one of my favorite topics, intuition in action. And today we're going to, I hope, experience what it feels like to coach with intuition, with integrity, and with confidence. So here is the thing. Coaching isn't just about asking the right questions and solving problems. It's about seeing and hearing the whole person. It's about seeing the truth of that person. It's about being present enough to notice not only what they are saying, but also what they are not saying. As we say, reading between the lines. And that's where intuition comes in. When you learn to trust your intuition as a coach, your session go from good to really good to extraordinary. And the beautiful thing is that every single one of you already has intuition, and it's natural. Like people have their logical mind, some people, not everybody, but a lot of people do have. And also, a lot of people, I'm sure everybody present on this call and everybody who will be watching this session do have a strong intuition, intuitive sense. And it's natural, it's normal. And today we are going to taste this intuitive sense. We are going to experience how to use intuition and coaching, and also we'll be able to connect with our intuition in a new, more close, profound way. And I want you to know that what you are learning here is just scratching the surface of our unique intuitive life coaching method. And this is something you can't learn anywhere else, and you will not learn anywhere else. And as much as we want to teach you, and we will teach you a lot today, we just have an hour, and you can imagine hour versus 7 months of the program, right? So what you week by week by week, what you can learn from this amazing methodology that will allow you to go deeper with clients, to have transformational results with clients. And what happens when we provide transformational results to our clients? Our own practice is booming, blooming, and all the good stuff happens to it, right? That we feel that we live in purpose, passion, and profit. We experience fulfillment and enjoyment and joy in our own work because we see results. And that was my experience when I started working as a coach, and most of my clients were holistic practitioners, holistic entrepreneurs, doctors, nurses, chiropractors, and people helping modalities. And I saw the need for them to go deeper with their clients and patients. And there was something missing. There was something missing. They wanted to help more, but they didn't know how to. That's how that was the beginning of creation of the intuitive life coaching method, that I was able to combine uh, conventional comprehensive life coaching, ICF fundamental of life coaching, with intuitive approach that provided amazing results. And this method you'll be able to learn and experience only in Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. But today you are going to get a glimpse, a little bit of it, like a little taste. and I hope you will enjoy it. So let's start with the fun part. We like to have fun. We like to learn and enjoy at the same time, because that's how we learn much better than when it's boring and we're ready to fall asleep. So let's not fall asleep. Let's have fun. So I want to start with a fun exercise to tune in to your intuitive body wisdom. So it's called the body pendulum. How it works. I will be asking you questions that we all know answers to. So put in the chat if you are ready and excited to try this method, this exercise. So would like to hear from you. So I will be asking you questions and you will go within. You don't need to do anything externally. So you will go within and you will be answering these questions, yes or no, to my questions. And the questions will be very obvious yes and no that we all know answers to. Some of them probably will be a little bit funny, but it's a yes and no questions. What you need to do is go within and try to find the answer for yes in your body and for no in your body. The important thing here is that the consistency of yes and consistency of no. That's why it's called body pendulum. You know, a lot of practitioners use a real pendulum with a crystal to get the and actually medical professionals using a pendulum more and more to get answer yes or no. We don't need crystals are great. We love crystals. We like stones, but you don't have to have it. All you have is within you. The same thing with tarot cards, for example. It's a lot of fun. I love tarot cards. I love inspirational cards, different kind of divinations, but we have everything within us. We don't need this external things to validate our intuition. And when we learn to trust our intuition, we don't need anything. We have everything already. We have our body. As long as we have our body, we can do many amazing, great things. So I will be asking you questions and you will find the answers within yes and no. That's how you will know how yes feels in your body and how no feels in your body. So we're trying to get consistency that yes feels this way and no feels a different way. And silently in your mind, you will be able to say yes and no with your body. This is kind of your body's natural intuitive compass. It's a way of accessing, I'm always confused where to put the stress, accessing truth and clarity beyond logics. Some of you will feel a clear, like sensations, strong sensations, tingling, pressure, expansion. I don't want to put any thoughts in your head, so it's very individual and unique to you. Or it could be very subtle sensations, and there is no right or wrong. Just simply noticing your body's wisdom, what your body will be telling you. And there is something important here. Intuition doesn't begin out there somewhere outside. It begins within you. We learn this, the baseline of your intuition starts with yourself, within your own energy, in your own body, in your own energy field. And to truly understand your intuition, you have to know your intuitive baseline. What your yes feels like, what your no feels like, and how your body speaks to you. Because intuition has a unique voice for every single person. For some, it's a physical feeling. For others, it's an inner knowing, or for others, it's imagery or sound. So when you know your baseline, you can recognize when your intuition is speaking versus wishful thinking, your fears, other people's opinions, and so on, when it's not your intuition. That's why we start with this practice like body pendulum. It's not just a tool, it's a way to reconnecting to your natural inner compass. And when you can tune into your own inner compass, you can hold space for your clients to do the same, right? So let's try and do the body pendulum exercise. I want you to, if you're not driving, please be safe. Close your eyes if you can. Take a moment, take a breather to arrive, to take few deep breaths in and out, to focus on your breathing, on your energy, to feel your own body. Take few more cleansing, clearing breaths. And let's go within. In this lifetime, right now, I am speaking Japanese language with all of you. In this lifetime, right now, I am playing oboe, musical instrument. In this lifetime, right now, we are on the 5th day of our launch devoted to intuition and action. In this lifetime, right now, I have big black mustache. In this lifetime, right now, we are all connected through Zoom. In this lifetime, right now, I'm riding on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. In this lifetime, right now, we're getting together as a group of intuitive healers. In this lifetime, right now, I'm speaking with you with a heavy Russian accent. In this lifetime, right now, I'm wearing a long red dress. In this lifetime, right now, We're doing body pendulum exercise. In this lifetime, right now, I'm sitting on a chair with a green back. In this lifetime, right now, we are in a group of like-minded people. And now, please ask one more question, individual question, that maybe you wanted to ask yourself, but were afraid or were not sure if you could get the right answer. Ask one intimate individual question that you were dying to ask yourself. This is a great time to do that and check and see what comes up. In this lifetime, right now, and be open to receive the answer. Take another moment. And when you are ready, very slowly, come back. How are you guys doing? What came up? If anyone wants to share.
There's a real difference in my body, and I never realized it. But sometimes when I didn't know, the yes goes up and down me like this. This sounds silly, but the no seems to circle my body, and I could feel it like this. And when I didn't know, because I wasn't sure what color your chair was, it went all the way in here and around because it just was like
I was not sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's very strong now.
It's interesting. It means that you also got, I don't know, right? So you also got, I'm not sure.
I got a good one on my personal one. It was positive.
Very. Anybody else wants to share about the experience, about the yes and no?
I can share actually a really interesting experience this time around. Every time we do this or other intuitive exercises, I usually learn something new or have similar experiences to the past. But what's weird is I know that right now I'm really clogged up with allergies, and it was really hard for me to connect with my intuition, which has never happened before. But I just thought that was something new and different for me, so I figured I'd share.
Interesting. Okay, so may I share with you my intuitive feeling?
Please do.
Not even an observation, it's a feeling. It feels like that allergy is a little bit more than just a physical thing.
You might be onto something with that. Yeah.
Because your intuition is telling you that you are maybe disconnected because of other things rather than just a physical thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I've been very, very tired and kind of overwhelmed with my child and then having the allergies. And so all of that connected to the fact that I haven't had time for my own spiritual practices or to connect with myself or my own intuition. So yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's a culmination of many things.
Okay. So food for thought.
Get some rest.
Something. Okay. Thank you very much. So put in the chat if you don't want to share, how was that experience for you? Benjamin, how was that experience for you? Did you feel yes and no? Okay, Doritha, did you feel anything? You, you're mute. Mhm. Still a little bit muted. Yeah. So it's a great practice, and yeah.
Okay, I was aware of the fact that something in my, I wouldn't say my mind, but at least my head changed when I felt a yes as opposed to when I felt a no. And it caused me to pay attention to it as we went through it. At first, I didn't expect anything different, to feel or think anything different. But I did notice, like it was like in one case, it was a brighter feeling. In another case, it was a more doubting, darker feeling.
Hmm. I like how, congratulations, great job. And plus, I like how you said pay attention, because everything intuitive, everything coaching is pay attention, is how you pay attention. And yes, so your intuition comes through when you pay attention
Yes.
to even small, subtle, tiny things or feelings or sensations. So great job. Yeah, you can practice that. So practice that first with questions you know answers to, and then little by little start adding uh, um, questions that you would like to know, you were not sure about, and see how it's true or not. uh, don't get discouraged in situations when you'll be like, oh, I felt yes, but then it came that it was no. Or don't be discouraged with small failures, because with small failures we'll learn even more than with wins. We'll learn what, and then instead of being discouraged and upset and frustrated, like I said, dissect that situation of you feeling yes. Was it the true yes, or maybe it was your wishful thinking? So kind of like go back to that place of that wrong yes or wrong no, and see what was really happening there. So we learn not only by successes, but mostly by failures, and lessons we learn are much more important and greater than things that come easy to us. So great job. Let's keep moving. Let's keep learning. Let's keep connecting with our intuition that will provide a lot of support, a lot of great information that we can use for our life, for our businesses, for our success. So now let's talk about what intuitive coaching actually looks like. Intuitive coaching is not fortune telling. It's not guessing, and it's not about you being the expert who knows everything. Intuitive coaching is about listening so deeply that you pick up on the subtle shifts, the words between the words, and emotions under the surface, and the energy of the space. So, some ways intuition shows in so many different ways in the session. We listen to our intuition. The big distinction between uh, um, conventional coaches and intuitive coaches are that intuitive coaches are really connected, tuned in their intuition, and they trust it. To be able to trust your intuition, you have to practice it, you have to know your intuitive baseline. You have to know your intuitive calling card. You have to understand the difference between intuition and everything that's not your intuition. You have to understand your own energy against the other energies. You have to understand the vehicle of your intuition. How does your intuition come through? You being a channel for the person, but how this intuition comes through? Is it through seeing, knowing, hearing? What are the senses that are predominant in you that help you to receive that information, receive intuition? And also how to decode it, how to understand it, and how to bring it professionally to people without telling them how things are. So we will talk about it now. During intuitive life coaching session, you will be feeling sometimes a little nudge to ask a certain question. You will notice energy shifts when people talk. Like, let's say you ask them a question and they were excited, and then something else, they went deeper into their thoughts, reflection, and then their energy shifted, and they are not so excited anymore. So you will be noticing that, and you will be not only noticing that, but also bringing that awareness to your client and mentioning it. When you sense a hesitation, excitement, or fear, even if their words are saying something different. And the key is you don't declare it as a truth. You don't tell them what's happening. You simply reflect it back as an invitation for them to tell you how it feels or what it means. Let's say, I'm sensing some hesitation when you said that. How true is that for you? Or what comes up for you? So that's how you coach with intuition and integrity. You honor your client's voice while bringing your deeper awareness into the space. I will repeat it. It's an important sentence. You honor, with intuitive life coaching, you honor your client's voice while bringing your deeper awareness into the space. For this, it has to be very ethical. And for this to be very ethical and professional, you have to be sure about your intuition. You have to trust it. You have to know it. You have to be very close relationship with your intuition. And again, it's our unique method at work, what you can learn only in Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. It's about soul, intuition, and professionalism brought together. And most people never get trained that way. So they get trained, there are a lot of holistic and probably psychic intuitive programs, and then there are a lot of conventional coaching programs, and there are a lot of in between. We don't know what they are, but we bring together things for greater results, for deeper realizations, for bigger fulfillment and satisfaction for coaches, and greater transformations and changes for their clients. Let's do another exercise so you can learn a little bit more about your intuition. We are going to practice it together. We will call it Intuition in Action exercise. So here, what I want you to pay attention to. We will ask someone to share, maybe to tell us something. like maybe a challenge or their goal, something that they are willing to share with us. So while listening to the person share, what I want you to focus on is on the person's voice, tone of voice. When does it get lighter, heavier, more animated, more excited, less excited? Notice their body language. Do they shrug their shoulders? Do they sit up taller, or they pull when they say something? And most importantly, notice what you feel curious about, like what comes up for you when you listen to them. Because an important thing in coaching and in intuitive coaching, that when we connect with a person, our client, we become a channel for them, that everything that happens within us in a way belongs to temporarily, of course, belongs to that person. It's not about us anymore. It's not about our experiences or our feelings, thoughts, and opinions. It's about the person we are willingly bringing into close to our energy field. Never into your energy field, but close enough to your energy field. Notice with curiosity, what do you sense? And also, what comes up for you? What would you like to ask them? And interesting moment, even if it doesn't fully make sense, what thought, feeling, or question comes to you while listening to that person that could even surprise you? Because it's not about you, because you are connected to the person. And what happens within that person not necessarily is up for you or to you to understand. And when you respond after we do this exercise, instead of telling them what you think, reflect what you noticed and ask, for example, I noticed your energy shifted when you said that. What's the significance of that? Or how does it feel? Or what comes up for you? Or something about the way you said that caught my attention. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? What's going on? Or what's important here to know? So this is how you use intuition without taking over. You invite them into deeper awareness. Questions, comments, anything that comes up for you right now, guys, before we start? Is it clear? Is it not? Talk to me. Yes, Jen.
Oh, yeah, I'm just curious because sometimes I know that the person that's talking to me is not really telling the truth. And I know there's something underneath it. And I'm not supposed to give therapy, but I know those things. Is that a different intuitive feel when I know they believe it?
Yeah, no, like your role is to understand your own intuition, understand that it's not your own judgment or thoughts, that it's the intuitive information. Then your role is to understand that and professionally bring it back to the person for their awareness and attention and their feedback. We are not saying, okay, I see you are unhappy, la da da. you say, okay, when you said that, something changed in you or in your energy. I felt like, what comes up? So we're bringing awareness of what we notice, feel coming from our intuition. So who wants to tell us a story while everybody else will be noticing, listening intuitively? Who wants to share something with us? Who wants to share all your secrets?
Nobody else volunteers, I'll do it.
Would you like to go?
Sure.
Sure, thank you, Jen. Okay, let's do it. So, are everyone good to participate and give me a thumbs up or down? Like, are we doing it? Guys, am I talking to myself? Tell me, are we doing it or not?
You got some positives.
Okay, let's do it. So, because you will be guys responding to it. If you don't want to play, tell me. But if you are willing to do that, let's do it. Let's practice. So, okay, Jen, the floor is yours.
Well, today is Thursday, right?
No,
Yeah.
Friday.
Okay. In 6 days, I will be having an operation to take out cataracts, which is the same day operation. But I've had 3 operations this year, of real operations, and I'm a little bit scared. It's not so much scared, but I'm just annoyed that my body is messing up on me because I'm usually a healthy person, active person. So I've done everything I could in advance. So when I come home, I don't have to do a lot. So I'm preparing, but I keep thinking about it, and it's really hard on me to have those negative thoughts running through me. Marie just disappeared. There she is. She's back. So I don't know what else. Is there particular questions that you want me to answer? I mean, I don't know if any of you have had a long-term illness, but my illness is almost 2 years old, the different things that have happened. I've had cancer, heart failure, you name it, I've had it all. So the fact that God or whatever gives me cataracts, it's like somebody up there doesn't like me, or I wouldn't be the person that keeps getting all these things. And so anyway, I'm glad that very soon I will get my cataract. There's one, they take them one at a time. So, but I wanted to talk to somebody about it, but it's a downer, so it's hard to relay that. So I thought I'd take advantage of all you so you can hear my negative stuff. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. Describing a bad spot in my life. Marie, were you going to ask a question? Or did you want to ask Katya?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jen, as always, for sharing. Who wants to share with us what you guys heard and what you felt?
This is Doretha. I will comment that I would want to comment to that person to say, based on what you just said about all that you've been through, you're remarkably positive and obviously had the strength to get through it. So pat yourself on the back.
Thank you. What have you felt? Like, what have you felt through this sharing, this story of what was not said?
Anxiety.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What else?
Oh, that's nothing else comes up right now.
Okay.
I think I was sensing sort of an energy of defeat. But when Jan started talking about how she's kind of excited to have it removed and how she prepared everything so that when she comes home, there's not much she has to worry about, I did notice a shift in her energy, almost like she was kind of relieved. So, two sides to one coin for sure with this one.
Mhm. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Doritha, and thank you, Emily. I would like to, Mary, let's do it.
What are you excited about seeing when you come home from your surgery? I know it'll take a couple of days. I know someone who had cataract surgery, but when the bandages come up, what's there that's going to make you light up that you're not seeing right now?
Sorry. I have 2 cataracts, but they only take them out one at a time. And a month later, they take the other one out. So that's a hard question. But if you want to jump to what do I expect when I have both of the eyes and they're actually working, I expect to see colors more because everything's become blander. And a few people have told me that they've been able, they look at their ceiling and they see the detail in their ceiling or things like that. I expect to see maybe more details and to be more aware of my environment. And I will feel much better in the car. I'm scared every time I drive. So I drive very little because I don't want to hurt anybody and I can't see the way I used to see. And does that answer your question?
That's understandable completely.
Yeah. Great question, Mary. Love that.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
So are you excited about seeing the world again and everything that you can do?
Yes. Absolutely. I already started doing some of the things I wanted to do. I've had problems with other things and they're starting to go away, problems that I've had. It's just that I'm worried about doing another surgery.
Mhm.
Was there something about a previous surgery that has you on the edge?
Yeah,
This worry?
they took a part of my body. And so I'm still upset about having lost any part of my body. So I'm worried if I don't get my eyes fixed, then I'll be blind and a cripple at the same time.
Mm. Wow.
That's a lot of weight. I feel that weight for you.
Wow. Great job, Mary. Wow. Here we go, intuitive questions. Beautiful. Our other friends, anything comes for you? What would you like to share that came for you?
I would say, while listening to her, throughout, I sort of felt a sense of downness, despair. But then there was a time when she began to talk about cancer, and I heard a little chuckle there. So then, it was on, then things like I get everything. I get this, I get that, I got this. So there was a turn there. Um, so I would just be curious as to um, why, you sort of chuckled during that part when you began to talk about that.
You want me to answer that?
Yes, if you can.
It's a little bit embarrassing because it was a it involved my bosom. And when I didn't want to share that at that time. So as soon as I started talking about the cancer, like, should I tell him? I don't know. But that made me kind of feel funny. So that's probably where the chuckle came from. Yeah, that
Mm,
sounds funny, but I often laugh when I'm uncomfortable.
mm, okay, I understand.
Wow.
Jen, can I share maybe another intuitive hit I got around that chuckle when it came to talking about the cancer? Would you be open to that?
Sure.
So it's interesting because I didn't quite catch on to that, but as Audra was sharing her observation, it kind of dawned on me that maybe the chuckle is in relation to the fact that cancer is a very big deal, right? And you probably fought for a long amount of time. And like you said, you went through surgeries and chemo and maybe continue to take medication. And now you're very worried about a cataract procedure, which probably seems trivial in comparison, but you're still worried about it. So I almost feel like that chuckle was maybe like, I've had cancer and now I'm worried about this.
That's pretty accurate, but it feels like things are falling on me, that I don't deserve.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Wow. Audra, great job.
Thanks.
Thanks, Marie.
It's like now that she talked about that, it was just I had an experience when I was in the laundromat one day and I was sitting down watching my clothes dry and this woman was sitting there and she said, "You know, I have breast cancer." And she just started telling me her story. I don't know why she was telling me her story, but sometimes people just want to talk and they need to express what's going on. So I just listened. Hmm.
Yeah. This is a story for many intuitive life coaches. That's how they start by realizing that people come to them and just tell their stories or want their support or somehow share with them things that they would never share with anyone. So this is a
Hmm.
sign of a healer.
Well, I'm a counselor, so maybe that's
Ab-
why.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of counselors and therapists and social workers and doctors realize now the power of intuitive life coaching, that it can bring them to a next level of connection with people that they already have, and they already are professionals in that. Yeah, Jen.
I just wanted to put out that when Doretha, when she started to talk to me, she looked at me. Part of my comfort level was based on seeing her reacting to me, that we had that interaction, and the same with Emily and Sana. Um, so I really think it helps to be able to, for them to see you too, because it's like, well, they don't care that much because they're not online. So it was hard to relate as much. Not that they were wrong, but it was just harder to connect.
Okay, then you understand that for you, visuals, that's why actually the procedure of cataract is not less like scary or nerve-wracking than cancer, because you are a visual person. And for a visual person to like have a slight chance of not being able to see is scary.
That is true. I hadn't thought about that, but that makes sense.
I noticed I noticed that you mentioned it a couple of times throughout the program also, that for you it's important, like, so visual is important for you. So no wonder cataract is not an easy operation. Is
That was
not.
good insight.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
understandable. You feel a little bit anxious. Yeah, yeah. So see, we also notice what we can bring to people for them to learn more about themselves. So, intuitive life coaching is a powerful, powerful modality that is can change so many things, change people, change their lives, change their everything. Great job. So if you gentlemen have anything else to add, please go ahead and do that. Uh, Jen, a question to you. How did it feel to receive intuitive reflections?
Well, I've been in therapy since I was like 10 years old. So I'm very much used to, a couple of years I was off, but most of the time I'm used to getting feedback. They might not have called themselves intuitive, but information I wouldn't have guessed about myself. And I'm pretty comfortable. That's why it doesn't hurt me to share.
Yeah,
Because I've been doing it so long.
I'm asking because I want to see, like, when we kind of brew with in our own thoughts and feelings that are very much inside, then we share, and then we get from people much more than just listening, or just much more than just responding, but we're getting intuitive reflection, intuitive observations, intuitive communication back. What does it do? Like, what does it do for us, to us? What does it bring us? What are your thoughts? It's a question to everyone.
Well, I'm guessing in my head, if I don't, but I have certain belief systems. And when I talk about it and get different feedback by reading a book, by going to a class lecture, by anything, then I take a look and say, how much of that was me and how much of that is a reasonable observation of me? Because I can't really see myself the way everybody else sees me. I try, but I can't. So to me, that's why it's important to be able to accept it.
Yeah. Emily?
Yeah, I think for me, I actually just had a mentor call today where one of our students was coaching me and gave some really great intuitive feedback and observations. And for me, it just makes me feel more connected, and it makes me feel like the person maybe knows me better than I know myself, which can be a little scary, but it builds so much trust. And I feel safe with that person when I get that intuitive feedback, because 9 times out of 10, it's right. And that just makes me, like I said, feel more connected.
Beautiful. Yeah. So this is for you, for all of us, the power of coaching with intuition. It's simple, but it's profound. And remember, this is just the beginning. Inside our program, you will learn to master this and many more tools so you can use them with skill, consistency, and confidence. So today you experienced a little bit, tiny bit, like I don't even want to say the top of the iceberg, how intuition can flow naturally within you, within your work, within your life, into a coaching session. And there are 3 things I want you to take away. First, intuition is natural and you already have it. Second, coaching with intuition makes you make your sessions deeper and more impactful. And the key is integrity, offering reflections as invitations, not instructions. These are very important 3 points to remember. And now imagine what it would feel like to not just experiment with this once in a workshop, but to actually master it, to be able to guide any clients, friends, family in any situation with confidence, to have a whole toolbox of intuitive and professional skills that you can draw on at any time. And now imagine being part of a community where you get feedback, mentorship, hands-on practice, so you never feel like you are doing it alone. That's what we do in Intuitive Life Coaching Academy. It's a 7-month certification program, and we spoke about uh, uh, you can take just a foundational course, or you can take the whole 7-month course, which means you don't just learn intuition, you also gain professional level coaching skills, mentorship, and the structure to build your practice with credibility, with confidence, with audacity, with excitement. And you will not find this community anywhere else. I'm sure there are other great communities, and this one is unique because we are going to offer you support. You will be able to learn our unique coaching method where soul meets strategy and innovation, where intuition is honored as much as structure. So if you've been feeling that pull, that voice inside saying, this might be my next step, I invite you to join us, or at least to join me at a clarity call to find more. Enrollment is open now, and as we said in previous days, that until the Monday of the next week, we have great bonuses and promotions for you. You will get 2,000 off the whole program. You will get 1 year membership, Elevate membership, where you'll get a lot of support, training, credibility, and accountability, and great community that you will never meet anywhere else. And you will say yes to yourself, and then universe will help you with the next steps, and we will be along the universe helping you, supporting you, nudging you, inspiring you. And there will be days when we will be helping to support you when you're going through difficult times. There will be moments when we will celebrate with you your achievements and wins. There will be moments where you will get clarity and realizations that you never had before. There will be moments of feeling proud of yourself, feeling uncertain. All these things we will share with you, and we'll be very happy to invite you and call you a part of our family. And I would love you to be part of this journey with us. If there is a hesitation, let's talk. Let's see if it's a match. If it's not a match, it's okay too, because as much as it's important for you to join something that resonates, that's true to you, in alignment with you and your values and your aspirations and goals and vision, the same for us. It's important for us who is joining our program, because we have synergy, we have intimate group training where your energy will mean a lot. It's not one of those programs that you can watch at any time and you will not know your neighbor. You will not have any connection and communication. This is the community where we can grow together and support one another and be happy for each other's successes. So I know it's time to end this class today, but for those who are still interested to watch our presentation, we will stay. You don't have to stay for it, but you are very welcome to stay for the presentation that will give you a little bit more details on the program. Yes, Emily.
Yeah, just in case anyone leaves, I just want to mention too, Katya's public calendar at the Clarity Call link has the soonest appointments on Monday. But if the weekend is more convenient for you, please just respond to any of the emails you've gotten from us or email me directly, emily@ilkate.com. I'll put it in the chat and we can get you scheduled for this weekend as well.
Yeah, because we want you to get this great deal, which ends on Monday. So I will be available to talk to you during the weekend. And tomorrow, don't forget, we have a special class. You will be invited to join our ongoing Group 12 class. The class starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, which is 12 p.m. Eastern time. And you will get the invitation for the time of your time zone. So don't worry about that. And it will be a 3-hour class where you will be guests of the real coaching class. You are welcome to stay through for the whole duration of the class, or you can leave at any point. And tomorrow will be a very interesting class. Actually, Group 12 is working on its Gremlin work, so it will be very powerful class tomorrow. It's usually one of the most powerful classes, so you don't want to miss it. Okay, so we will stay with the presentation. There are some details but I would encourage you to schedule a clarity call, and so I will be able to answer all your questions, and we will be able to connect and understand the next steps. Okay, Oksana, if you could share, great. Let me make sure that, yes.
Yeah, I can share.
Perfect. Thank you. Oksana, we don't hear. There is no sound.
No sound.
Mm-mm.
Oh, strange. Okay, I will try again, but
The world
can you hear?
is changing, and so is the future of work. In the next few years, many careers, even highly skilled ones, will be eliminated or radically transformed by AI and automation. What once took teams of people can now be done with a single prompt. We're already seeing it. Consultants, copywriters, designers, strategists, even therapists being replaced or underpriced by machines. What AI can't do, but amid all this change, there's one thing AI can never do. It can't hold space for another human being. It can't witness someone's truth. It can't walk someone back home to themselves. The future will always need coaches, but not just any coaches. The world needs transformational guides. People who know how to listen, not just with their ears, but with their intuition. The coaches who thrive. The coaches who thrive in the years ahead will be those who lead with soul and adapt with intelligence. Combine timeless human connection with future-ready tools, like AI, deliver deep transformation while building thriving, sustainable businesses. Those who ignore new technologies, resist the evolution of service delivery, and coach the way they were taught 10 years ago, will be left behind. The future belongs to coaches who embrace innovation and pair it with the depth of human presence. Who we train. At the Intuitive Life Coaching Academy, we're training the next generation of soul-led coaches, leaders who know how to use their gifts, their intuition, and modern tools like AI to build future-proof, purpose-driven businesses that change lives. We don't just certify coaches, we create leaders for the AI era. The path to certification, we offer a PCCI CF accredited certification pathway that meets you where you are and takes you as far as you want to go. Level 1, Foundations of Intuitive Coaching. Duration, 3 months. Tuition, $4,000. This is where it begins. You'll build essential skills in intuitive coaching, receive deep personal development, and begin working confidently with practice clients. Over 12 weeks, you'll join live guided training sessions, receive supervised practice, explore intuitive tools, and experience personal healing work. You'll build confidence as a coach, discover your style, and explore if this path is for you. Perfect if you want to start strong, deepen your growth, and begin helping others, even if you're starting from scratch. Level 2, Advanced Coaching and Certification. Duration, 4 months. Tuition, $6,000. This is where you go pro. You'll refine your mastery, learn advanced intuitive listening techniques, create paid offers, and complete your certification pathway. Over 18 weeks, you'll take part in group mentoring, complete your ICF level hours, work with real clients, develop your business strategy, and complete your practicum. You'll graduate with the necessary training hours to sit for your ICFP-CC certification exam and be ready to scale your practice and join our global intuitive coaching network. The full certification journey, 7 months plus bonuses, $8,000. Save $2,000 on tuition plus an additional $2,000 in launch bonuses. When you commit to the full path, you'll receive full access to levels 1 and 2, 1 year Elevate membership, 1,000 value, 90-minute private visioning session with Katya, 1,000 value, $2,000 tuition discount. This is the most direct, supported, and future-ready pathway to becoming an internationally recognized intuitive coach. Program format. Next start date, October 30th. Format, online, live via Zoom schedule, alternating weekly live sessions. 1 week on Saturday, 3 hours, the next on Thursday, 2 hours. You'll also have access to our private learning platform, live Q&A, and a global community of coaches. This isn't just a program, it's a portal to your purpose, a way to step into a career that is both future-proof and soul-powered. The world will keep changing, but the leaders who guide others through it, they will always be in demand. Will you be one of them? Thank you very much. So I hope to see you tomorrow at the class and of course on clarity calls, and let's go around and finish the class with a word, as we always do, whatever resonates for you right now. Oksana, what's your word?
Intuition.
Jen, what's your word? You are muted.
Remarkable. One word today.
Much and great job, and thank you very much for participation, for sharing. Appreciate it. Matt.
Persistence.
Good. It's a good word and very important for us. Audra.
Mindset.
Beautiful. And thank you so much for your great intuitive observations. Emily.
I think tonight my word is awareness.
Oh, not community.
I mean, everyone's watching the same replays. I can't use the
Okay.
same word every day. No, awareness. I really liked the feedback you gave me when I said I was struggling to connect to my intuition tonight. That was not my normal. And so you just really gave me some food for thought, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, let me know what comes up later. Yeah, so my word is joy. Joy is so important in everything we do to find joy and fulfillment. Thank you so much, and see you all tomorrow, and see you later as alligators. Thank you for being with us today.